I'm not sure if anyone has picked up on this, but I'm kind of into dressing up, and I'm particularly fond of anything with wings. So when I was invited to be part of a fairy photo shoot, I was pretty excited despite not having much time to prepare. I'm trying to figure out how to put together a fairy costume in very, very little time with stuff I already have around the house. So the plan so far is to build it on top of this yellow leotard I found in the back of my closet. I also found some brown jersey knit that's a kind of warm chocolatey brown, but it's not showing up right on camera, and some random accoutrement. None of it really matches, but it's all in the same color family, so I'm hoping it will come together. This is the general plan. I'm afraid that if I don't finish the headdress, it's going to be a little more hippie macrame curtain than fairy. Even if I do finish a headdress, I don't know if this is really going to come off very fairy-like, but I'm going to do the best I can with what I got. The idea with the fringe was to create something with a lot of movement. However, I spent a lot more time getting tangled up than getting the dynamic shots I was hoping for. Because the fabric I was working with liked to move around a lot, I ended up taping it to the table just so I had a bit more control. The skirt, neckline, and wings all started out as panels of the brown jersey knit. I cut them into strips along the grain, stopping around an inch short of the edge, and pulled on them to get the fabric to roll. In hindsight, I should have sewed on the fringe first and then knotted it so I'd have a better idea of how it would look on the body and where I wanted to place the knots. Because later I ended up changing my mind and I wanted to move the knots, but they were already tied so tightly I couldn't do much about it. I don't know if it shows up very well, but I tried on the leotard and marked where I wanted my waistline to be. Since the entire costume was made out of stretch fabric, which my machine despises, I got a lot of time to practice my hand stitching. Practice I clearly need. I'm gonna be honest, so far, I really don't like the way this is coming together. This does not look good to me. So, yeah, we're off to a great start. I wanted to create a dramatic V neckline, which is kind of tricky to do on stretchy fabric without some illusion mesh, so I sewed a piece of scrap wire into the V to help keep its shape. Then I sewed the fringe along the neckline. I don't have a lot of footage of making the arm pieces or a lot of other little things. This video isn't strictly intended to be a comprehensive step-by-step tutorial because I didn't have a real plan in mind and kind of rushed through the process. I don't know about other people, but I enjoy watching making of videos not because I intend to recreate any of the projects, but because I find it interesting to watch ideas and materials take form. Doobie 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 doo doo, filling up the awkward silence in between the music. I learned my lesson from the rainbow wings and necklace and picked up myself some glue meant for sticking gems to fabric. I'm happy to report it worked out significantly better. I felt like my last crown was a little too dense looking and the shape was too tall. This time I wanted to try and space out the skewers a bit more and try a different silhouette. However, at the photo shoot, more than one photographer made jokes about me looking like the Statue of Liberty, which, let me tell you, did not do great things for my confidence. I'm sure it wasn't out of any ill intent, but I still found myself kind of shutting off and just wanting to leave. I have mixed feelings, but it's finished, so yep. You can probably tell that I'm not wildly thrilled with the way this project and the photos turned out, which has partially contributed to why it's taken me so long to get this video out, but at least I can say I finished it. And considering finishing projects is one of the things I struggle with most, I'll mark that as progress.